Hello, everyone, and a very good afternoon to all of you. Quickly confirm if my voice is clearly audible to all of you. Okay, very well. Thank you so much, Tasmia, for confirming. Thank you so much, Ambir. I would quickly like to welcome all of you on today's platform, on our platform for today's webinar. My name is Karthik Nimbalkar, and I'm going to be your host and facilitator for this particular webinar today. So let's quickly get to know a little bit about me. So I am a certified corporate trainer and an English communication coach, also a psychology practitioner, and having experience of 10 plus years in this corporate training and communication industry. And having this sort of experience, I have so far trained more than 10,000 plus students pan India. So with this experience, I think I will be able to do great justice to our webinar today. So thank you so much again for joining everyone on Sunday afternoon, where you could have done something else. Okay. But we all have given priority to learning. So great. Kudos to that. So on that note, we'll quickly get started with the question that what exactly brings us here and why it is all important for us to keep learning these skills, keep learning effective communication, keep having these workshops on communication. Okay. uh, anybody can respond. So what exactly they expect from today's webinar, today's learning journey that we are going to have. And one more request that I would like to raise to all of you, that let's keep the webinar as participative as possible. And you can also ask questions whenever you think that you have a doubt or a confusion. And we are all ready to, more than happy to answer your queries. Also, let's the participation begin. Yeah, I think participant raised their hand. Yeah, you can answer. Yes, Abhishek. Okay, Abhishek says I'm struggling with English communication. So I feel I will get help from here. Yes, definitely. Uh, in this journey today that we are going to cover, so a lot of learning experiences you will be having. And before we can begin, I'll quickly get all of you introduced to our platform, who on behalf of whom we are having this particular webinar today. So I would like to tell you a little bit about TimesPro and our TimesPro app and the TimesPro platform, where our mission and our vision, what exactly we are hoping to do, what is our vision. Tasmia says, I aim to enhance my communication as I currently struggle in AS area. Given that I am pursuing a master's in psychology, very good. I believe improving my communication abilities is essential for my professional development. Yes, absolutely. So, we all get that technical skills intact. We can get those particular skill. The hard skills are always there. Okay, and we can learn that through the years of learnings and practice. But yes, English is something, or I would say communication is something that we need to keep developing and we keep learning it continuously. Okay, so here at Times Pro platform, we aim at doing the same thing. So we also aim at providing you all this particular opportunity to give you a platform where you can bridge the gap between the learning and the industry requirement. Okay, so what is the vision behind our platform? So as India powers ahead on its remarkable growth trajectory, as we know, Indian economy is making a remarkable our progress. The push for upskilling and employability is very important, and we have realized the vision of Vikasit Bharat and trying to find out the various challenges that we can figure out and try to solve on your path, on your trajectory to find that right set of opportunity for all of us. Yes, we all need those opportunities. We are all looking for various skill set. We are all looking for right opportunities to grow in our career, right? So here we are trying our best. Our mission is to bridge that gap between various participants and the industry standards. I'm good at chatting and good at thinking in English, but when it comes to speaking, okay. So Farsa, I understood your problem. Then yes, okay. So let's quickly move ahead. So here with the our vision for this platform, the challenges that we find sometimes are there are limited jobs locally. So wherever we stay, we are from the different parts of our country, and I think there are a lot of entry level job recruiters in the town. Their number is typically low, limited, and we require more and more opportunities locally where we can actually get participation, where we can actually get the job, get that opportunity, and grow our career. So, and even when they do have, there is a lot of competition. If there are a job available on in our city, in our town, there is a lot of competition because there are a lot of applicants. For a single job, there are at least 10 to 15 candidates who are willing to get that particular job. So that means the competition is quite high in job market, job scenarios these days. So the thing that we need to understand and make sure that we need to attain the level of perfection through our hard skills, through our soft skills, through our communication, our we can prove our candidature there. Then absence of requisite skills, sometimes we are intact with communication, sometimes the job opportunities are also available, but the requisite, the acquired skills that we have are not sufficient to perform in that particular opportunity. So that's why that is also our vision to bridge the gap between that particular industry standards, requirement of the industry, and what exactly students, the skills that they have and what skills they want to learn. And sometimes we do not get mentorship, we do not get the guidance, proper support wherever we require. So with uh, our platform, we also try to provide you various types of uh, career related support. You will get to know about this in the later part of the webinar today. So we also help you to guide in your job. We also help you to guide to find the job and also learn the various skills that are required. So job hunting can become an overwhelming and often fruitless experience. So where here at TimesPro, we aim at giving you all that particular opportunity where we can make this experience seamless for all of us. So these are our offerings of our TimesPro app basically, where we also train our participants on interview preparation. There are various free courses you can definitely visit and check it out. Then there are domain skill certification. There is a dedicated job portal of TimesPro where you can definitely go ahead and try to search your job, your relevant job. Then there is a resume builder feature. You should definitely check that feature out. It's a very cool feature with the help of our team we have created, and it is a template based. You can select your template of the choice, fill the details, and the resume will be ready, and you can definitely download it for free. Then career counseling, we also provide career counseling sessions for which you will be getting more information in the latter part. And there is also skill assessment, which we all should go through to understand that particular. Okay, so here in the chat box, if you see, there is a link we have posted. If anybody wants to go ahead and download that particular TimesPro application, please go ahead and download it now. And so that in the latter part you will be able to learn it in a better way and understand how we are going to go for the career coaching as well as the career coaching part. The session that we can book, the steps that will be explained will be easy for all of you. Okay, so next let's quickly move on to the part of communication now. So what exactly communication means and how we give so much of prominence to communication. Okay, so these are the skills and the abilities of giving and receiving information, which is something which we also do in the interview part. Okay, we try to give information, we try to show prove our candidature to the to the interviewer, to the recruiter, and try to prove ourselves, not just in the interview, also in our job. If we are doing, if you are working somewhere, if we start working, you guys might have had some experience in your previous examples. You might have some experience. If not, then maybe not now, then maybe going future you will be attending some job opportunities. There you have to prove yourself by communicating really well. So some example include communication, new ideas. Then we can also what exactly we feel we can update on the project. Then communication skills involving listening, speaking, observing, and empathizing. So this is basically the normal definition of communication. So communication is basically expression that we all know. Okay, so there are various types of communication which we have to learn. Non-verbal communication where words are not utilized, but here we can definitely use body language. We can definitely use our signs, symbols for communicating with each other. Verbal communication, definitely we use the use of words that we do to communicate with each other. Then written communication, we all know, we all keep sending emails. You must have also received email before this particular webinar. Okay, so written communication is a crucial part of any corporate industry because through which we can also document our communication with the team members or the client, with anybody. And visual part of communication, which is having the signs, symbols, and other things that comes for the visual part of communication. So here today our major focus is going to be on verbal communication, how we can verbally communicate really well. So first thing that communication requires, okay, is clarity. Okay, so clarity of understanding, clarity of using of words and everything. Okay, so clarity and conciseness. So when I communicate, I am giving information, maximum information in minimum number of words. If I am able to do that, I have good communication. Okay, when I am able to do that, I will attain that level of confidence that okay, yes, I can speak in English, I can use proper words, I can express my thoughts in clear words, and people can understand me really well. Then next is adjust our tone to match the message and the audience. Sometimes if we have to give a very happy message, okay, if we have to say something very cheerful, we cannot say that in a sad voice. Can we do that? Okay. So, and if we have to tell somebody some sad news, we cannot tell that sad news in a very happy and a cheerful tone. So our tone and pitch must also match with what exactly is our message. So this is what is a part of verbal communication which we understand. Then confidence, project confidence through voice and demeanor. Yes, people who can speak really confidently, really well, they have a different level of impression on the listener, different level of information on the co-workers, on the interviewers, on everybody. Basically those who are listening to people who are really good at communication, they command a different level of impression on others. So we also want to create that. So that's why we need to learn our verbal communication, for which first step to verbal communication to learn how to communicate is active listening. Because right from our childhood, whenever we did not know any of the languages, we were actively listening. to our parents, to the people in our surrounding, and that's how we learn our mother tongue. That's how we learn the language. And in the similar way, same way, we are going to learn to communicate and to express our ideas in English also. Similarly, there is no different rocket science that we are going to apply here. There is no some technique, some formula that we can give, because English is all about learning. It is all about practice. It is all about exposure. It is all about how much you immerse yourself in that. So if I give you a lot of tips today, okay, in this webinar, which I am going to give, okay, so but if you're not following it, so major two, three facts that I would like to inform all of you right after this, okay. So active listening is basically giving 100% attention to the listener and trying to understand what exactly they are trying to tell you. Okay. Also, observing their speaking style, observing their communication, observing their pronunciation, observing their body language is also active listening. So that, and when you are listening to them very actively, very attentively, okay, you will be able to remember each and everything for a longer duration. Okay. So, a few things about communication that I would like to tell you, especially about spoken skills. Okay, when we want to learn how to speak in English, so first important thing that we need to understand is we have to learn. Yes, correct, Asmiya. We can say that active listening is most important and crucial element. Why? Because first we listen, only then we learn. Correct. So listening is important, then we can learn, then we can imply that learning, and we can call it as execution. First learning will be done, skill will be learned, and then we can execute that, we can use that. Okay. So first thing that we need to understand is there are a few myths and misunderstandings uh, around this particular topic, which is spoken skills or communication. So I would also, in the beginning itself, I would like to break those myths. I would like to give you a clear understanding of few things. First thing is, if you are speaking very fast, only then your communication is good. Your spoken skills are really intact. If you are speaking fast, that is not true. Okay, you always have to speak with a mediocre speed, not very slow and not too fast. I think that's why a very learned person who can speak, speak grammatically correct English, I think Indians are the one, because their accent can be understood by everybody globally. Okay, so yes, here we need to understand that speaking very fast is not English communication, is not good communication. We have to speak. See, if I speak very fast in this webinar and half of the people, half of my participants are not able to grasp, not able to understand what I am trying to say, then it is not effective for anybody. Okay. So the entire vision, that entire uh, intention of that particular webinar will go in vain. So that's why it is mandatory for us to speak with a mediocre speed. Second second confusion that we all have is we need to learn all the 50, 60 grammar topics to start speaking English fluently. No. All the stars, all the celebrities, all the players, and all the famous personalities who can speak English really well. Do you think they have this much of time to speak in English, to learn all the topics of grammar? But they can still speak English very well. Why? Even if many of them, they are not very highly qualified, but still they can speak really good English. Why? Because they only uh, focus on what is important. Okay, they only focus on what exactly is important, and that's how we are not supposed to learn all the topics of grammar, but there are a few, yes, the important concepts we need to grasp. The important topics which I will give you in this webinar that you need to learn, and you will be able to speak English, start speaking English. Okay, so next important aspect, Mahivish, see, I am not allowed to speak in English, sorry, speak in Hindi, but I will try my best to keep my language as easy as possible for you. That's what I can do. Okay, because there are a lot of other participants. I think maximum participants are there who can who would want this webinar to be in English, and the webinar itself is about spoken English. Okay, so I'm not sure if I can speak completely in Hindi. Okay, but yes, I will try my best. If you at any point, if you do not understand anything, you can ask that. You can use the chat box and you can ask any confusion, any doubts if you have. Okay, so after active listening, let's move on to the next part. So understand everyone, active listening is the major part in English communication. And before going ahead, third important aspect is about once we can learn English once and it will be helpful for us throughout the life. No, English is a continuous process. If you think that once I will learn English and after that I will leave my practice, I will not speak in English and I will be able to communicate really well, really fluently. No, that is not going to happen. You have to keep speaking in English if you really want to. Like, for example, it's like going to the gym. When we go to the gym, we exercise, we work out, we are toned. As we leave it, we go back to the normal. Similarly happens with English. If you keep practicing on regular basis, it will keep improving day by day, year by year, month on month basis. But if you leave the practice, it will be again, it will go in when, because it is a motor skill. And as we do not practice those skills, the skills we start losing it. Okay, so that's why it is a continuous process. Okay, uh, before going ahead with non-verbal communication skills, I would quickly like to ask all of you one question. I have raised a poll. I think we all can hear that. So the poll question here is, what is your primary goal for improving your English communication skills? I hope everybody can see the poll. Okay, great. Professional advancement, academic success, social interaction, or personal satisfaction. So all of these can be your goals, okay? It can be a proper professional advancement. Maybe you want to do something in your profession, something really good in your profession. You are good at doing your work, but maybe you cannot express your thoughts properly. That's why you want proper guidance. There are still people who have not responded to the poll. I would like to give them 30 seconds more. Please respond quickly. There can be, you can also do your communication, you can learn communication for academic success, or maybe you can learn interaction, social interactions really well. And that's how you would like to grow socially. You want to improve your social status, and also for personal satisfaction. When you get professional advancement, when you get academic success, when you can interact with people in the society, then you will definitely get personal satisfaction, right? Okay, I'm ending the poll now and sharing the results with all of you. So here 50% of the participants are saying that they want professional advancement. Absolutely. Uh, with all your hard skills that you have, the technical skills that you have learned, okay, it is mandatory for us to be able to present those technical skills in front of people. Only then they will understand that, okay, this person knows something. Correct. So to present that very effectively, we need to learn communication, and especially English communication, because it has given prominence. We are going to check, we are going to see in future, going ahead, why it is important. Next will be the 10% of people, they are saying academic success, 20% people want to do social interaction and personal satisfaction. Great. So stopping the poll, and let's move on to the next part, which is non-verbal communication. So now English is not just about verbal communication. It is not just about the words that we speak. It is also about how we speak it, how confidently we speak it, and our body language also. Abhishek, you can choose more than one, but you can also type it here, no problem. Okay, if you are not able to choose more than one options, you can type it here. Yes, I can see your comments. I can see the messages that you are sending, and I would like to thank you for your interaction in the chat box. I also have a question from Abir. I have a question. I can understand while speaking, but I also struggle to find relevant words while speaking. See, Abir, I would definitely thank you so much for raising that question. So I would like to address this right away because it is a time for us to take the questions as well. So first thing is, this is the problem with most of the people. Okay, they can understand English. I think I am more than 50 to 60% of the audience, or 50-60% of the English speakers, they have the same challenge. What is that challenge? They can understand English very well, but they struggle to find relevant words. They have a lot of ideas in their mind, they have a lot of things to express, but when they want to express those things, they cannot find relevant words for it. Suitable words they cannot find, and that is how they struggle to be fluent. They get stuck at a point where they cannot find a word and they just keep thinking about it. Okay, so this is the problem of vocabulary, everybody. Okay, this is the problem of vocabulary. So now vocabulary is also something which we can uh, learn over the period of time. So what we can do is, see, on a particular topic, what you speak, whatever you speak, like for example, if you are working in a bank, you know what are the different words that are used in a bank. If you are working in a corporate office, you need to find out what are the various different words that we use in a corporate office on regular basis. First we learn those uh, words as a part of our vocabulary. After that, we can start learning various words and keep a word journal also to improve your vocabulary. We can keep learning. So whenever you speak something in your mother tongue, in your vernacular language, okay, what you can do is, you can ask yourself, if I want to say the same thing in English, what are the words that I will use? And initially, I would strongly recommend that you all should make very simple sentences. We do not have to impress anyone with vivid words. Recently, I was listening to a interview where a CEO of a particular founder of a very good company startup, he was saying that I gauge the candidates with the kind of communication they speak. If they are trying to uh, impress me with very fancy words in English, with the so-called fancy words, I understand that he has no technical skills, and that's why he's trying to impress me with the fancy words and fancy style of communication. Okay, so let's keep our communication, our words, our sentence construction very simple, so that everybody and all of them can understand what we are saying. So when we struggle with words, it is a problem of vocabulary. So that can be solved within a few weeks or few months, I would say, depending upon how fast you can grasp it. So it is about, whenever you speak, you have to keep asking yourself how I can speak this particular word, and then find out the word on Google. Okay, you can find out that word on Google, learn that word, learn its pronunciation, and that is how you keep adding words on regular basis. There will be a time that you know 90% of the words, and you can use it on your in your regular practice. Also, sometimes what we know words as well, but because of lack of practice, we cannot think of that word very fast. So before we start speaking English, we need to start thinking in English a little bit faster, so that it will be helpful for us to start speaking and without any interruption. Next question I have is, I can understand. Okay, the same question. Okay, fine. I think I have answered that question. It is a vocabulary related issue. Uh, Okay, I have a input in the chat box. Sasmia says, I believe the challenges stems from fact that while we have attended English school since childhood, English is not spoken at home. Yes, this creates a gap as improvement in English skills often requires support from the surrounding. My professor recommended to not to use jargons. Correct. Definitely. So there are a lot of challenges that we face with our I would say environment surrounding we cannot get. So I would say I would recommend that here at this point that we can create our own surrounding. We can ask our friends to be our English speaking partners. We can ask our siblings, we can ask our even our parents to at least listen to, if even if they do not speak but they can understand, right? So in front of them also you can speak in English and they can respond to you in Hindi or any other language that they want to speak. So we are responsible for creating our own environment. Otherwise there are also mirror techniques. So any topic you can pick up on that particular topic, you can speak in front of a mirror, because we are our best critic. Whatever mistakes you will do while speaking in front of the mirror, it will be all in front of you and you will be able to understand it right there and then. Correct? So these are some of the ways we can use to improve our surrounding and improve our practice. Next is about written communication. So while we are writing something, like for example, we are writing an email, the clarity and brevity, that means use clear communication, but minimum number of words. And definitely proofreading should be done to check the grammar and check the grammar and spelling. Check for errors to maintain professionalism, because we cannot make mistakes while we are having a professional communication on email with anybody. Okay, because they will judge us on our skills. Then use appropriate formatting for different types of communication, written communication. Like for pamphlets it should be different, for newsletter it should be different, for emails it has to be different. Next is important element of oral communication. That means while we speak, what are those elements which we need to take care of? So first is the tone. Okay, so whenever we speak, we have to use a very polite and a very respectful tone in for others. Okay, the tone matters a lot, and also there has to be a reflection of some confidence. If you are speaking in a tone which is very fearful, very nervous, it will again get problematic for us, especially in the interview skills, especially at your job, especially in your job opportunity. If you speak with nervousness, without any kind of strong confidence or body language, it will be ineffective. So, tone and confidence in your tone, that matters a lot. Then, voice has to be clear. People should not ask you to speak again and again because your voice was not audible in the first place. Okay, so it is mandatory for us to have. Okay, one more question. Yes, again, same response, Moksha. I would like to give you that there is only one way to attain perfection in that, which is more and more practice, more and more exposure to English language. So, how we can expose ourselves to that? By reading maximum. So, everyone who is struggling with communication issues, okay, they need to make it a habit, they need to make it a routine, that on regular basis, I will read only one page, not more than that. Just one page of anything. There are Google articles, there are English news, there are English stories, there are a lot of things. We are in the information area. Sorry, information uh, is very easily available to all of us. We are in the era of information. We are in the era of internet. We have YouTube available. We have a lot of material which we can definitely use to improve our reading skills. Then we can improve our yes, with the vocab. If you want to think of different words, reading will definitely help you. If you want to think of different words and try to understand and speak fluently, definitely various YouTube videos, various video content which is in English, that will also help you. Okay. Next is speed. I have already spoken about the speed part. Okay, your speed has to be medium. It is not supposed to be very high or very low. It is supposed to be medium, which everybody can understand. And choice of words. So how to create that choice of word? By, so Moksha, you can use the mirroring technique. Okay, any topic that you can think of, keep it in your mind. Okay, and make a few pointers on that particular topic and start speaking in front of a mirror. You will attain perfection within a week. You will try to understand that okay, this is something I'm doing wrong. You can just note down your mistakes and try to improve your mistakes, and slowly and gradually within a week and week on week basis you will keep improving. So this is what we can do if we do not have people to speak with. Okay. Then next is this, why speaking English is so important and why it is given so much of prominence. So over 1.5 billion speakers worldwide are speaking English right now. Okay, that's why accessing education and job opportunity becomes very easy when we can speak English, we can understand English, we can communicate really well. It is important for business. It is important. It is used in technology, the computer, the devices that we use. That is all in English. Okay. Then entertainment sometimes is also in English. We are very much fond of Netflix, OTT platforms, Hollywood series, Hollywood movies, and it is also helpful when we travel, connecting with people worldwide. Okay. So that is also an important aspect. These are the important requirements and significance why we need to understand English. Uh, Yeah, sorry. Again, I'll just take this question. I think you, okay, I want to know that I can use ChatGPT for correcting my grammatical mistakes and communication approach. I currently use this technique to find proper words for my communication. See, using ChatGPT is not wrong. Okay, I would not say that we are not supposed to be hand in hand with the improved technology that is coming up. But at the same time, I would say whatever you are learning from ChatGPT, it is not going to help you to speak, because at a point of time when you are in front of a listener and you want to speak, you want to express yourself, you cannot just ChatGPT right there. Okay, and look at that and then read. So whenever you use ChatGPT, what you can do is try to note down the different words that it is giving you. Also learn that. Use it, use that particular ChatGPT section to improve your communication, your grammar and everything, but also learn it so that whenever you want to utilize it for your spoken English, whenever you utilize for writing something, when ChatGPT is not available, so at that time you can definitely use it. So you can use, but also learn from it. Also learn new words. Also learn the style of writing, how it is written, which is very professional in ChatGPT. So we can attain a balance of it somewhere, not a completely being dependent on ChatGPT and not completely being reluctant to use it. Okay, so you can attain a balance there. So English becomes the integral part of education system, as there are a lot of courses, maximum courses, even in India, those are in English. So here it is mandatory for us to learn and also to understand the effectiveness of communication. Then next part that we, before going to the next part, I would quickly like to raise my second poll question for all of you. Just a second. And I would want all of you to participate in the poll question. Which aspect of English communication do you find most challenging? Yeah, great. I would want all of you to participate and give me the answers. Okay, very well. Speaking, listening, reading, and writing. Okay, 30 more seconds. I would want everybody to participate. Which part of English communication is a challenge for you? Okay, so I'm ending the poll now. See, there are four options given here: speaking, listening, reading, and writing. So I think the prerequisite, the first step has to be listening. First, we listen what others are saying. That is how we learn to read. Okay. Then, when we read, we get to know new words. We get to know sentence construction. We get to know grammar. Then we can start speaking. When we start speaking, after listening and reading, I think the speaking and writing goes hand in hand, because we can write the spelling, we can write how to make a sentence, we can write how to do punctuation, where to put a full stop, where to put a question mark. So writing skill can be used that way. Okay, just a second. I'm ending the poll, and almost everybody has mentioned that they want to improve their speaking. So, speaking confidently, speaking fluently without any hassle is an important aspect of everybody's communication. Okay, great. So, first thing that we have understood here is we can practice, and with practice, there is no other alternative to proper practice, proper immersion of ourselves in the English communication content. Next we have is English at workplace. How we can, so these are the various significant activities which we do in English. Like for example, we attend team meetings. We have to speak in English. We have to put our inputs. So here, while we are attending the team meeting, what we can do is we can keep our pointers with ourselves noted down. Jot down all the pointers that you want to mention in your meetings. Customer support with the customer also, we have to speak with the clients, we have to speak with the people who are stakeholders, outsiders. Then presentations are also given in English, okay, for which we need to prepare on the particular topic. Business strategy discussion or internal and external discussions. Internal external means internal discussion happens with the same people within our company, but external discussion happens with people outside the company, like clients, like authorities, other people. Okay, so this is something which we use for. Then what are the different benefits that we can avail if we really can speak English well? Okay, I have taken in my corporate training industry, I have seen a lot of people who are from different backgrounds. They are engineers, they are uh, psychology practitioners, and they have different types of qualifications, but they like to do corporate trainings because they feel that okay, their communication is really good, and their communication, their spoken English is paying them in their career. Whatever they are getting, the salary, the remuneration that they are getting through the corporate trainings, that is all because of their confident speaking. Okay, so yes, with English you will definitely get better opportunities. Okay, we cannot ignore this benefit of English. Then more confidence. If I can speak English, I can raise my points, I can raise my concern, I can give my inputs in English. I will be very confident. Eligibility for promotion. So if we are two people are there having same type of skill set, but one of them can speak English, the other one cannot, so definitely you will also say that okay, I will select the person who is going for, who is better in speaking English. Okay. Next is salary hike. Okay. Once we are intact with the communication, we also feel more confident. Our body language also improves. So that's how we can be in the race of salary hike, more salary, better salary. So yes, now comes to the learning part. If you really want to start speaking, these are the topics that need to that we all need to focus on. And all of those who are struggling a lot with, okay sir, I am struggling with a lot of spoken English skills problem, then these are the topics we should learn on priority basis. I want all of you note these topics down. Please note down these topics, everybody. First part will be, I think you have studied these topics before, but as we could not focus completely on it, okay, we have forgotten these particular small basic, because see, if we can build a strong foundation of any language, it will be very easy for us to build the entire communication over it. So building a strong foundation is important. And I will not ask you to learn all the important, all the topics of grammar. There are a lot of more than 100 topics in grammar, and I'm not going to ask you to do that, to learn all the topics. But yes, these are 5 topics which are mandatory for us to learn. Yes, Abhishek. Then if you want to learn work abroad, then you will also have to practice advanced English, for which you will have to understand the basic English first, you have to learn, and then you can move on to the next part, which is you can understand the advanced English with correct pronunciation, which will give you different bands. On the basis of the bands, you will be eligible for the proceedings which is having, which you have in the abroad. Okay, yeah. Have you noted down these topics, everyone? Okay, great. Yeah, very good, Abhishek. Working, keep working, and it will have to show some best results very soon. Okay, so first I'll tell you why parts of speech, because they are the building blocks of whatever we speak. Parts of speech are the building blocks. Okay. Second is subject verb agreement. We have to use our verbs in the agreement with the subject. So subject verb agreement is also a great topic which we need to understand, which will give you idea what exactly, which will give you idea what exactly what kind of verb we have to use with which subject. Okay. Then tenses. Why tenses? Because whenever we speak in the sense of time. That's why tenses are important. If I'm speaking right now, so it can be a present continuous because I'm speaking. The webinar is still going on. Once the webinar is done, I can speak. I can say that I have completed the webinar for today. Right? We have learned something. So whatever we speak in past, present, and future, it all summed up in the tenses part. In the we cannot make even a single sentence without tense. So tenses are important. Then sentence and construction, how to create a sentence. So here I would like to tell you that we can start with an imperative sentence. Imperative sentence is very easy sentence where we just use a verb and an object. Do this, do that, learn English. Two words we can use and make our communication. All those who are struggling with even a single sentence, they cannot make a single sentence. If their situation is like this, then also they can start making a sentence of 2 words: eat food, watch movies, let's go out. Okay, watch a series, watch this series, open the door. Okay, help me with this. So there are very small sentences, imperative sentences that you can create. Okay, and you can start. So this is how you will build up on your communication slowly and gradually. And the important part is here also in this session, all of you are at a different level. Some of them must be able to, like there are 2 3 people who said that, sir, can you speak in English, sorry, can you speak in Hindi. That means, so, understanding English is also a challenge for them. Correct. Some of them they can understand, but they cannot make a sentence. Okay. So that is also another level. So if somebody who is there, there are They can understand, they can make sentence, but they are not sure if they are making it correctly. Even if they are making it correctly, they are not confident. Okay, some of them, they can make sentence, they can make it correctly, but they are not able to speak it in front of the other. So everybody has a different challenge, and different challenge can be addressed in a different manner. Okay, so but for all of these, the basic structure of English, the basic structure of grammar has to be intact, for which we need to learn these 5 topics prominently. As soon as you learn these 5 topics, I can guarantee you within like around, I think within a week's time, your English will be at a definitely 10 to 20% of improvement level. Your English must have been improved by 10 to 20% already just by learning these topics. Okay. So these are some of the important information about communication that we wanted to provide. So this is all we get to learn our platform. We also are uh, coming up with a free communication courses very soon. So I would definitely want all of you to come to our platform, check what all facilities that we are providing over here. We are also giving you skill assessment, we are giving you career counseling, where free 15-minute career counseling is provided, where you can ask your career related queries to the career coaches that we have. We also have a very beautiful feature called resume builder, for which our platform is intact, and you can go there and create your resume as soon as possible with multiple templates, and there are easy edits, easy updates, easy download will be provided to you. That is also free of cost. You do not have to pay anything for resume builder. Also, we keep having our interview preparation, resume building, as well as personality development and communication uh, seminars every week. The seminar is there, the webinar keeps happening on regular basis every week. So today it was on communication, how we can improve our communication. I have given you a few tips related to that, and so if you work on that, come back to again to our next webinar, which will be on personality development. After that, there will be a webinar on interview preparation. Post that, there will be a webinar on resume building. So there are a lot of webinars that keep happening every week. So I would want to all of you to be a part of those webinar as well. Okay, so the link will be shared with you. The webinar communication will be also given to you, and you can visit, you can join, you can learn, and also now how we can join the platform and how we can go ahead with the. So yes, these are also some of the features that are available on our platform. Domain skill certification on BFSI, hospitality and logistics right now we are providing. Then job portal, there is a dedicated job portal where you will find uh, various types of entry level jobs for all of you. Then there are free courses also, wide range of free courses which we have provided to our for our participants, for which you do not have to pay anything. And yes, you will also get the certification for those courses. So here I would want to invite Anushka, who is my team member. She is my colleague, and she'll be giving you idea related to the career coaching, career counseling sessions, which we is also a master feature for us, and how we can go ahead with the app download. She will be explaining the step-by-step process to all of you. And also, if you have any queries, if you have any questions, you can keep posting those queries, questions in the chat box. Simultaneously, we'll give you answers related to that. So over to you, Anushka. You can give them download about how we can go to the app, how we can join the platform, and also about the career counseling session.
Sure. Thank you so much, Karthik. Thank you everyone for joining us today. Can you just let me know in the comment section that you can hear me? Am I audible?
Yes, yes, you are audible.
Okay. Thank you. I I hope everyone has their mobile phone handy. So you can just scan the QR code and download the TimesPro app. I'll just be waiting. Once you're done, you can just write done in the chat section.
Okay, also we will also providing you the link in the chat box. If we are not able to scan and join, we can also have a link here. The link will be shared with all of you. Yes, we have shared the link. You can also go to the link and join this particular and download the app.
Once you've downloaded the app, just let me know it's done. So I'll just go ahead with the steps. Okay, people are downloading. That's great. I'm just waiting for 2 more minutes so that most of the people download it. I hope everyone has downloaded the app. Okay, so we'll move on to the next slide. Okay, so as you can see, if you open the app, you can see the first step on the webinar on your screen as well. You just have to put your email ID. Then you have to click on continue. Then on the step 2, you have to go on career starters for beginners. So once you put your email ID or a phone number, you will receive a OTP. So you have to log in. So once that is done, just tell me in the chat section done so that I can move ahead to the step 2. So have you put your email ID and you've received the OTP on your email, registered email? Can you just tell yes in the chat section so I can move ahead? Okay, Abhishek, no problem. Can everybody else tell me once they are done? Okay, that's great. So you've logged in. After that, you can go to career starters for beginners. Over there, you'll have to put your basic details, your qualification, your work experience, your phone number, your personal details. After that, you can go to the third step and go to avail free career counseling. in Avail Free Career Counseling, you can choose a date. You can choose a date, and you will have a career counseling session booked with a career counselor. That will be a live session. So you can book according to your convenience and your time availability. You can just go there and avail free career counseling. You can just choose there, and you can just choose the timing, and you will be able to book the slot with us. So you will receive a confirmation on the email, on your registered email address. So once that is done, you can just write. Once you're done, you can just write done in the chat section. Okay. So once that is done, I will just give you a brief about what is career counseling and how we go about it. So as you can see on the screen, you can book a free career counseling session, and then you can choose a date over here, and a time slot would be here. So you'll receive a confirmation on your email address of meeting. Your counseling session meeting has been scheduled for that particular date and time. So once that is done, can you just write yes in the chat section so I can move ahead and tell you about career counseling? Okay. So I'll just go ahead with career counseling, giving you a brief about career counseling. So hi, I'm Anushka. I'm a certified career counselor from the TimesPro Career Counseling team. We provide you with career clarity and give you a informed and so that you can make a career informed career decisions and set proper career goals for your future. Also, through career counseling, you can enhance your skills and remove barriers and any confusion to make yourself more employable. And in the career counseling session, we help you explore your career goals and your interests and your abilities. What confusion you have, what you can do in your future, and what you aim to do. So we all help you do that. So by booking a career counseling session, the free 15 minutes session, we can help you boost the confidence and any other career confusion or a clarity you're looking for. So you'll in the 15 minute session, you will have a better understanding about your career and a little bit clarity about what you want to do next. So we would help you do that. No problem, Satyendra. You can download the app once the network issue is solved.
Okay, along with this, if you have any other queries for us, we can go ahead with that now.
Any other question that you have for us, we'll just answer that. The Q&A is open. What is the main benefits of career counseling? So, Pawan, as I mentioned, the main benefits and what benefit you will get is you get a career clarity. The confusion you're stuck at something that you're confused that you want to do something, and how do you pursue it? So we would help you do that. We would help you give a clarity that how can you go ahead and aim that particular goal that you're looking for your career, and any other confidence, any other queries that you have, and how do you go about it, boosting your confidence, we would help you do that. And even with your resume, we would help you review your resume and get a better job opportunity. And any other skills that you can enhance, we can help you with. I hope, Pavan, I have answered your question. Is there anything else? Do you want me to add any other question? Do you want to add for me? I can help you with that. Any other questions?
Okay, if there are no further questions, we can wind up for today. Thank you, everybody. Thank you so much for joining and have a great day ahead.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you for joining.